So a more severe choice was placed in front of him. When his life was about to come to an end, should Cameron confess everything to his family, or let a clone continue to love his family on his behalf? Obviously, Cameron chose the latter. Cameron found the doctor with mixed feelings and expressed his willingness to participate in the cloning program. However, when he saw his clone for the first time, he couldn't help but marvel at it, because it was a person who looked exactly like him. Whether it was the figure, face and outline, or even the fine spots on the skin, they were exactly the same as the reflection in the mirror. The only thing that could distinguish their identities was that the clone had an extra black mole on his hand. Although Cameron had made sufficient psychological preparations before coming, he still couldn't accept the clone who was about to replace him, so he had unprecedented resistance and conflict, and an indescribable panic surged in his heart. The doctor saw through his concerns and uneasiness, so he introduced another female clone to Cameron in a calm tone. The female clone was an ordinary worker, living a simple and fulfilling life, but she didn't know she was a clone from beginning to end. What comforted Cameron was that when he quietly observed the cloned woman and her daughter, Cameron saw the most real happy scene in life. The cloned mother took care of her daughter with selfless love. Cameron seemed to see that his wife and children, accompanied by the clones, might have the same happy life. When Cameron returned home, he looked at the smart and lovely son and gentle and virtuous wife. Cameron smiled kindly and gently. However, this warm and happy picture was like a thorn piercing Cameron's heart. He couldn't help but moisten his eyes as he watched. The inner choice was like the turbulent waves hitting Cameron's heart again and again. He knew that he must not selfishly abandon his wife and children. Perhaps letting another Cameron continue this love on his behalf was the best choice, so Cameron made a decision. He told his wife that he would be away on a business trip for a few days, and told her not to worry. But in fact, he went to restart the cloning plan alone. So he began to transfer memories to the clone. His consciousness was slowly input into the clone's brain. The beautiful memories in life gradually became clear in the clone's consciousness. The sweet companionship from meeting his wife to now, the parent-child time with his son, and the beautiful moments of the family of three all appeared in his mind. With the completion of memory transmission, those beautiful memories were perfectly replicated in the mind of another Cameron. When the clone slowly opened his eyes, he completely overlapped with Cameron's life trajectory. The doctor immediately told the clone that he was a substitute for someone else. However, the clone did not have any resistance, because he now had all of Cameron's memories in his mind. Those warm family scenes, those hesitations and struggles when facing clones were as real and profound as personal experiences. At this time, Cameron was immersed in the happy time of playing video games with his son. They were laughing and talking while playing, but the sudden dizziness made him fall again.